Hey guys, it's me, Daniel, though you may know me as �𝐴𝑡𝐵ERGERSON from the 𝐓𝐼𝐳𝐿 cast, or just 𝐴𝑡𝐵ERGERSON from my own channel. And if you're like me, you have a lot of Joy-Cons. Or at least I do, because I really like collecting them in different colors. This is 4 out of my 5 pairs of Joy-Cons I own. And out of my 5 pairs, there's one other pair, and this pair in particular, that do not drift. These 3 pairs all suffer from some drift issues. The Splatoon pair in particular, they suffer the absolute worst from drift issues. These ones are my original launch day ones. They don't do too badly, and these ones I would say have some moderate drift issues. But in the case of all of them, even the most minimal amount of drift, it still makes it very difficult to play comfortably. So I looked through a lot of Joy-Con drift options. I don't really want to spend the time, I guess, to send it back to Nintendo on postage, back and forth, all of that. So the most recommended option that I've seen without having to completely take apart your Joy-Cons is using electrical contact cleaner. I see a lot of recommendations for WD-40, but the one I bought here is this MotoMaster electrical contact cleaner. And it's basically the next best brand that I could find aside from WD-40, because apparently Canadian Tire doesn't carry WD-40. If you're unsure about how bad your Joy-Con drift is, or if they're drifting at all or anything like that, there is an option here. I believe it's under settings. Oh, you see, you could even see it going without me there. Oh. All right, we're gonna use the touchscreen because there you can see it going. Oh, going straight up, it just slides. Anyways, you can always go into this screen and test your Joy-Cons out to see how bad the drift is. You do not want the Joy-Cons on while you're doing this. So make sure to detach them and make sure there's no power flowing through them, so the lights along here should all be off. Probably know this. Whereas a Joy-Con that's on will have these lights on. It's very hard to capture on screen on the camera here. But around the base of the thumbstick, it's black on black, but there's almost like a little lip there. Do you see it? And that's what we need to get under. We need to kind of get under there with the electrical contact cleaner. So I'm going to use this sort of pen cap here. You can kind of gently lift it up like that. Do you see? Now sometimes it's easier to use a pair of tweezers or something. And make sure that you don't press any buttons down, because you don't want the power flow like that. You don't want that to turn on while you're doing this. This is a little tricky to do, and it's going to be a little awkward here, so I apologize in advance. But you want to kind of get it under that skirt carefully, under the little lip there. Spray just a little tiny bit of the contact cleaner in there. Then what you do while it's in there, you're going to want to just massage that for a little bit. Just kind of spread it out in there. I'm just going to rub it around in there. I let all of these dry overnight, and let's see now what happens if we go into down into controller settings, calibrate control sticks, and it appears that there is no drift. We're able to move in all directions, and it snaps back into place. Let's go back here. Try the other one. Looks like it's all good. It's been a couple days since I recorded the other part. I went through and tested all of those Joy-Cons that I applied the fix to, and out of the 6 Joy-Cons total that I did this with, only one of them continued to drift. I just decided to reapply another coat to it, do the same thing, and I'll check on it again tomorrow, but hopefully it'll be fixed then. Overall though, it's maybe not perfect. Who knows if it'll flare up again in the future or what will happen, but I would still say that's a pretty good success rate, that 5 out of 6 Joy-Cons were fully functional after that. And I've been playing using these Splatoon Joy-Cons for a couple days now. No issues whatsoever, so it looks like it's all good. Hopefully this helps someone out. If you have had having Joy-Con drift issues, you're probably in the majority. I think most people have been affected by it in some way, and this is a much more inexpensive way of fixing that issue without having to replace the Joy-Cons or pay for postage or something. I spent about $6 on that contact cleaner, so yeah. Anyways guys, have a great one. Bye bye.